Good morning. I'm going to take you on my walk with me. Today is Friday, January 3rd. Come along and I'll show you a few sights in the area where I take my almost daily walk. And it is a beautiful day here in Connecticut, 32 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. So come along. It is so important as we age to incorporate exercise, to give up that sedentary lifestyle and to start moving. We don't even have to join a gym. There are things we can do in our home, around our neighborhood to help us to become active and to remain consistent. Before we engage in any type of physical activity, we want to consult a physician just to make sure that we're not doing anything that would impair our health. What they are recommending, the American Heart Association, is that we reach 150 minutes per week of activity. And what that would equate to would be 5 days a week of 30 minutes of exercise. Any amount of movement is better than no movement, and this comes off the American Heart Association website. You can start out slow and then build up to that 150 minutes of activity per week. You have to do what works for you, whether it's chair exercises, whether it's short walks, short brisk walks, or whether we're using weights. I love the area where I take my walk. The trees are suspended, the plants are suspended, they're not budding. This is God's creation. Connecticut has 4 distinct seasons, and there will come a time in the spring where God says, bloom again. There's no snow. You can hear the wind blowing. And it's very, very peaceful. And really, it's just very beautiful. The blue sky, some of the clouds. And you can see there's an opening there, more trees. It's just a very, very nice walk. It's in a residential area, in a private setting, and it is very convenient. Now I'm on my way back from the walk. There's a couple of bodies of water in the area, no swimming, no diving. And you'll see I'm walking. As I get closer, you'll be able to see the body of water. It just makes for a very beautiful landscape. My walk in total takes about 45 minutes. Of course, today, since I'm taking pictures and video, it will take a little longer. But nonetheless, there's about 2 hills I have to climb, so it does get my heart rate up. And I'm normally walking at a pretty good pace. As I'm walking toward that body of water. It is so scenic. And you may say, yeah, there's really nothing to look at, but there really is. Different type of trees, different type of bushes. The sun is out. It's calming, it's relaxing, the birds are out. And it's such good exercise when we can get out and walk. Perhaps you're in an area where you can't walk. Maybe you can find a mall during the day, or an area where you can, a park that's safe, where you can walk and get your exercise. Grab a friend and make a commitment to walk 5 days a week, 30 minutes. It is just so refreshing and so good for us physically. You may be a person that has mobility concerns or balance concerns. You have to make sure that whatever type of activity you do, that you are safe. And this could be sitting down and using perhaps 2 cans from your cabinet to do bicep curls or to do stretches. The important factor is that we need to move. You can even be a person where if you're not able to walk, you can still use your hands. You can do many exercises with your hands to even improve your grip as well as your strength. There is this movement or this marketing campaign on anti-aging. And I know some people follow that. However, there's another movement on aging well. Doing those things to help us age well. We know that sickness may come, other situations may come that interfere with our health and have an impact on our aging. But we have to look at our lifestyle. We have to look at what we eat, what we drink, and we have to look at physical activity, physical movement. Many people will use cosmetics, things of that nature, so they do not age. And people can go that route. However, from the inside out, we can also look at what are we doing to ourselves as individuals. Again, what are we eating? What are we drinking? Are we doing any exercise? And again, work within the confines of what you can do. Someone else may be 80 and they can run a marathon. Someone else may be 80 and they do chair exercises. That is fine. Do what you can do and do not be influenced by other people. Walking, and if there's mobility issues, maybe you can do marching while sitting in a chair. If you look at your phone, you'll see that there's many videos on what we can do as older adults to keep physically active. I know for me, doing exercise, I do them at home, upper body, lower body, walking, and I like to keep track of it on a chart. That way I can see that I've done it, and I can also gauge my progress. Keep in mind also that stretching is another good way for us to keep our balance and our flexibility. Make sure you go on the website, or maybe you're going to your senior center or a gym. Make sure you get the proper instruction before you start stretching. With physical activity, you do not want to do anything that would put strain on your limbs or your muscles. Again, take your time, be consistent, and find what works for you. I am not knocking the American healthcare system. I once worked for a hospital. But I'm saying let's do all we can to keep our health intact so that we don't have to deal with such a strained healthcare system. That's it for now. This is Older and Bolder with Larly. Yes, we're getting older, but we want to get the most out of life as we age.